How did you get interested in, or how did you know there was a problem with the Ogallala Aquifer, and what spurred you to?
That's actually a double answer, I guess. Roger Funk's a neighbor of mine, and issue come out in National Geographic, I think in about 1995, and it had a special on the Ogallala and fresh water around the world. Ever since then, I've always been intrigued by it, curious about it. Then 2015, I was meeting with the general manager of the Garden City Company, who I farm some ground for, and the question was asked, are we doing everything with technology we could? I thought we were. I kind of said we were, but then we spoke about water technology and all the going-ons about it, and we knew we probably could look into it and see what could come up with maybe saving some water for the future.
And so the technology farm was implemented in 2016, and what all does it include?
In the water technology farm 2016, with the help from K-State and some private industry, private companies, we implemented different on a single pivot, multi-span pivot. We have 30-inch bubblers, dragon line 60 and 30-inch spacing. Then we have some 60-inch bubblers. And what we did, we put moisture probes over every span to see which span would be most efficient. 2016, the results we found out, we had 25 inches of rain, but before the rain came, we found out we were overwatering. We were pushing the nutrients down, not giving the roots time to grow where they needed to.
And with the water technology farm, you're also doing a water conservation area.
Yes, actually, I'm very fortunate. With the help of K-State and private industry, I kind of had a mini water conservation camp right here on my own farm, and so we did go decide to do a WCA and 15% water reduction. And actually, with the probes and all the technology, it's actually fairly easy to do.
Well, and backtracking, before 2015, I mean, you were concerned about the next generation and
Correct. We've had in this area, we've had a 70-foot decline in 10 years. During the drought, 2011-12, there were years we continuously renozzle pivots. We'd be pumping 700 gallon. We have renozzle 600, then 500. We knew we had some issues coming down the road. If we wanted to continue to irrigate, we needed to come up with some solutions.
Well, and tell me about one of the solutions is the Lima. What's going on with that? And
here in Kearney and Finney County, we have a proposed Lima. It's in northern Kearney and Finney County. It's north of the Ark River. It is kind of almost a square boundary, but with the help from KGS, studied declines on where the boundary could be drawn, and we do have a steering group. They've tweaked it with input from various farmers, and maybe we ought to move the boundary here a little farther this way. That's where we're at with it. We found out one thing: if one guy's doing it, his neighbor wants the next guy doing it. So that's just one of the thoughts behind a proposed Lima in this area.
And it's worked in other places, obviously. And
yes, it's actually working. The technology is going to be a huge part of it. You're going to have these soil moisture probes. It's your watchdog. It's telling you that you can shut off. It's going to tell you if you do need to irrigate, so you don't shortchange yourself on the dollars that you could have. You're not losing any money. Actually, if you overwatered, you are losing money.
Well, and tell a little bit. Before you wouldn't shut off, but is it difficult now to shut off for 4 days, even though that says you can? And
actually, last week we had 4 days 100-degree plus. Corn was rolling up. I called my soil moisture probe guy. He said the whole profile is full. It's only the top 2 inches that's actually drying out, so there's no need to turn that irrigation engine on and pump out of the Ogallala. So we're not pushing the nutrients down, we're not overwatering, we're not running our pivot where it could break down, and when we are keeping water, we're saving water.
With programs like the Lima, how long could we extend the life of the Ogallala?
If we do our proposed 15%, we're looking at close to doubling the life of where we're at right now as if we did nothing.